just finished the press conference to announce the signing of Joseph Parker. It makes a lot of sense for him. Obviously, you've got loads of heavyweights over here, and he says really it's a clear roadmap back to Joshua, where the money is and all the belts are. Is that?
Yeah, I mean everybody wants to fight Joshua, obviously, and even you got Wilder there as well. But I think when you think about it, there are so many great fights to be made outside of those two champions right now. You've got obviously the mandatory guys, will be Dillian White. If he beats Rivas, will be Pulev, will be Usyk. But away from that, you've got other heavyweights. Povetkin, Gassiev, Hrgovic, Hunter, Chisora, Dave Allen. So many different heavyweights out there, and they've got to start fighting each other. Because if we've got 12, 13, 14 of the top heavyweights, we haven't got the time or the dates to give everybody just other fights other than fighting each other. So, the plan is definitely to get them in the mix with each other as soon as possible.
He's obviously boxed and lost to Joshua and Dillian White, which would suggest that his future sort of lies outside that top tier. What have you seen that makes you think
he beat Andy Ruiz, he beat Carlos Takam. He had a very close fight with Dillian.
Yeah.
And actually, I don't think he should have taken that fight. He was coming off a Joshua defeat. He felt he could beat him. He jumped in. I think he underestimated how good Dillian White is. But he did have a very good 12th round, and it was a close fight.
You think he's good enough to win a world title in this era?
Yeah, can he beat AJ now? You'd have to say maybe not. Can he beat Wilder now? Maybe not. Can he beat Povetkin? Can he beat Gassiev? Can he beat all those other guys? Yeah, I believe he can. But he's 27. The great thing about Parker is he's a baby. He took those fights at 25, maybe just turning 26. So really, you look at even like AJ is supposed to be the young buck of the division. He's 29. Fury's 30. Wilder's 33. Joseph's got time on these people. So after he fights on 29th on the zone, 29th of June, he's got to be ready for all those names that I mentioned.
On the subject of other heavyweights, Tyson Fury seems to have emerged as Joshua's top target since Wilder's announced he's fighting Ortiz. How difficult do you think that fight would be to make? He's obviously just started this ESPN.
Yeah, very difficult.
Is it impossible, do you think?
It's one of those where Fury's JJ says maybe I'll have a chat with Fury, but when that happens, what that really needs to do is to agree the dynamic of the deal. So either how much money do you want or what split you want it to be. Then it gets dealt with by the promoters and the managers in terms of what broadcaster it's on, who's sponsoring the event, where it is, when it is. That's when it starts to become very difficult. But if they were to agree the dynamic of the deal, we do have a good opportunity to try and make that fight. It's a great fight. Personally, I feel like Fury's going to have another easy fight after Schwartz and then look at the big fights next year. But if he's serious about a fight with AJ next, we'd love to look at it.
Could Joshua contractually fight on ESPN?
Yes.
Okay. Because that would appear to be the main stumbling block. Obviously, he's aligned to DAZN.
It's more probably with the UK.
Okay.
With BT and Sky. Now that's a bigger stumbling block. He is aligned with DAZN. At this point, could he fight on ESPN? Yes, if the deal was right and subject to probably the approval of DAZN, which might come as well. What are you doing?
But he couldn't fight. Absolutely out of the question for him to fight on BT.
He has an exclusive contract with Sky.
The only way would be a dual broadcast.
Maybe. I don't. By the way, that might work.
Yeah.
I don't know. At the moment, it's just fantasy. But maybe those two should have a chat and see where everybody's mind's at. But again, I do get the impression that he will, he will look to have an easy fight again after Schwartz.
Just a word on Joshua Ruiz. Obviously, this whole promotion is about introducing him to America, making a statement, winning some fans. Where do you think the sweet spot is for him? Because if he wins in a round, people will say, well, Ruiz overmatched.
Yeah.
If he has a hard fight.
Depends how it happens in a round. Look at Wilder. He just polaxed Brazil and everyone went crazy. So I would like to think that we should be looking at 7 rounds. But I think Ruiz is going to be a right handful. I really do.
Just one more on Katie Taylor. There's this news emerged from Belgium. I don't know if you saw that the Passoon's team claimed that they got ousted from the hotel. Is that true?
I'll take the blame for that.
Oh yeah, go on.
I should have really. Well, I say I don't book the hotels, but it should be that. And of a fight that magnitude, the fighter should be in a different hotel. And before you start feeling sorry for Delphine Persoon, she was moved to a much nicer hotel that was a lot more expensive. But I think with Katie, she's so intense. She don't want to be getting in the lift at floor 7 and then it goes at 5 and Delphine Persoon walks in. Because despite being very nice and quiet as a mouse, she's also an absolute animal around fighting. So I think it was in everyone's interest that we upgraded the Persoon team and and gave them a more pleasant
Who
environment.
who officially kicked them out? Was it the hotel, or did you?
No, I don't think they were kicked out. I think our team spoke to them and said, look, there's been a bit of a oversight. We should have put you in this other hotel. It's very nice. Are you okay? They didn't. I mean, it was not like they went no, and we just grabbed them out with their bags and booted them over to the Mondrian. You know, they're in there, and you know, it's a very nice hotel.